So it's about finding a local farmers group, how to join it, about sharing and working properly with taggings and comments. Another point that I want to mention is about YouTube. It's you can share quite easily from YouTube to WhatsApp, or in Thailand it's Line, but in your countries you may use Viber, things like that. When you click share, on YouTube, you can send it to message, WhatsApp, and Line. Quite easy to do also. And here's some good practice from our colleagues. Thank you, Ruth, for sharing this content about pesticide levels. And in Young Farmer Association of Nigeria group, our chairman, Rutgers, sharing something about needs of farmers. I'm about to go to the final chapter, which is about farmer story and interview guidelines. So farmer story is about capturing information, right? So it's about who, what, where, when, why, and how. It's just like that. But it's important that you need to get it right. Start from their name, their surname, family information, where's their villages, where do they live, what kind of crops they are growing, field size, something unique about them. How long you guys know them, how long did they adopt the techniques that learning from us, and why? What is the motivation behind? So what to remember is look for the most interesting about the farmers. Are they young? Do they do something unique? Do all their neighbors come to them for advice? Things like that. Capture an interesting and some quote from the farmers. Must be accurate when they say it, yeah. And last but not least, the farmers should be the hero of the story. It should be all about their life and how they are overcoming the challenge, living better life with the help from KT. And I have had some good example of farmer story. We have Arun Toth from India and Tumaini Uriel from Tanzania. Yeah, so you can visit and see that again. How about do it in a video format? Farmer interviews can also be done in a video formats because video on social media are quite powerful. If some of you using, let's say, Facebook, you will see there is a Facebook Watch tab. Things like that can help us. So on my right hand side is an example from India, where we set into these farmers from Kenya. They are wife and husband growing onions, and we keep talking to them to see what kind of input they can share with us as well. So I'd like to give you some tips about working with videos, right? It may look simple from outside, but there's something you need to be prepared. First of all, it's about the script. What you're going to ask them, how many questions about growing techniques, or what would be a good closing speech before you end the video. You don't have to make it that perfect. Have something in mind before you start. Make sure your voice loud enough, looking at the camera while you are speaking, and use the good environment around you as a tool. Let's say if you are talking to tomato farmers, don't forget to show his nice tomato to the camera. Or if you are in a demo field, you can wave your hand to show the demos and explain good things about it. At field day or training, choose the spot that you can see lots of farmers engaging with your team. Lastly, it's maybe the most difficult. Keep calm, relax, and be natural. There's nothing could go wrong, right? I mean, it's just a video and it's not live anyway. Recorder. You may need to turn off sound notification on your chat application like WhatsApp. Otherwise, you may hear sound ding dong on your videos. Try to stabilize the camera or use selfie stick. Make sure you have a good angle while recording and capture the presenter and farmers while they are talking. But also give audience a chance to see our demos or the atmosphere around. And one last tip, quite basic, but smile or nod your head to the speaker while recording to your colleagues, to encourage them that, okay, you are doing well. Okay, so I think that's it for today. So I want to give you a revise or checkpoint. What have you learned today? So I gave you some basic understanding on KT Digital Channel. I hope you aware more about it, how each channel working, what is the objective, understand how to use social media to create value before, during, and after your event. You know, so remember that I talked earlier, right? How to advertise, how to draw more people in the field, and during event about mobile hub that you can do, about demonstration, how to use Roha, how to play video on YouTube, things like that, and how you can keep connect with them after the event. Next is about yourself that can use social media to help knowledge transfer to create a wider impact, wider outreach. Sorry. And lastly, it's about preparing content or story on writing format or on video format that will be effective for KT. So, after about 36 minutes of talking, and since I introduced you quite a few things, I want to let you know that there will be a campaign coming up. It's KT Digital Ambassador. I'm not sure that's the right name, but yeah, that's it for now. I already talked to Stuart, and he gave me a green light to go ahead with this. So about 2 to 3 awards will be given to our KT colleagues. You know, it's about how they represent KT on social media, and I believe that I need to come up with some rule guidelines and price for this later. I will discuss with Sylvie, Stuart, and in KTS before I give you an official announcement again in the next 2 weeks. But campaign duration should run around July to December. Yeah. So I hope that that's going to give you some extra motivation.